aboyandhisdogs here, playing Hexcells Plus. We're moving on to puzzle 5-5. It's another large puzzle. We're going to start with some of the easy items. We're looking for our zeros. Alright, and our large numbers. So we have a 19. There's 20 in this row. We've already deselected one, so the rest are going to be blue. For this 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these two overlap no matter which direction. We know they're going to be connected since we have the brackets. For this row we have 1, so we can eliminate the rest of these. Got our 2 there. Got our 2's solved there. For the dash 3 we know that's going to be blue. Alright, so we have 2 for that, so we can eliminate those. Dash 3, we know that's going to be blue. We have our 2 for that one. Alright, so for here we have 1 more left, we know that's blue. We've got our 3 there. Alright. Where are we going to attack next? Okay, this column we have a dash 2, so we know that the 2 around this blue will be eliminated because it can't be next to it. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for this 6. We know one of these will be selected, so that will be 5. And we know one of these 2 will be selected, so that's 6. So we can eliminate the ones outside of that scope. For this bracketed 3, we know that one of these 2 will be blue, so we can eliminate this one. We have 1 in that column, we can mark that off. 3 there. Alright, so for this column, the last one is going to be blue because that's the only one left to meet that 3. We have our 4 here now, and we've got our 3, so we can knock those out. Alright, so 4 minus this 3 is going to be 1, so we know only one of these will be blue. And then we know that 5 minus 4 is 1 up here, and we already have 1 selected. We can eliminate these 2. For this dash 2, we can eliminate that one. Alright, 1, 2, 3 for that 3. We already have our 2 there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of those 2 will still be the 6. Alright, for this 3 we have 1, 2, 3. We have our 3 around this one. We can eliminate those. We know this last one's going to be blue. 1, 2. 1, 2. We have our 2 there. Okay, 1, 2. We have our 2 for that. We have our 2 for this one. Okay, we know that's going to be blue for that 1. 3. We have our 3 around the dash 3. We've got our 2 there. Alright, 1, 2. We know one of these will make that 3 work, so we can eliminate these 2. We'll deselect it now that it's solved. 1, 2. 1, 2. We have our 2 there. Alright, so for this 4 we have 1, 2, 3, only one remaining, so we know that one's blue for the 4. We have our 2 there. Alright, for this 2 we know those 2 will be blue. Because it's a bracketed 5, the 5th one will have to be that one, since it's all has to be connected. Alright, let's see, we have 3 for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we have in this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this last one will be eliminated. Go ahead and deselect some of the ones we've already solved. Alright, so for this column we already have 2, so the rest will be eliminated. Let's find our next n. Alright, so for here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can eliminate the rest. We have our 2. One, 2, 3, 4. Again, if you have any questions about some of these more basic moves, feel free to leave me a comment. I'd be happy to help. Okay, we have our 3 around this one. We need our 2 there. That 6 is solved now. Alright, let's go back up here. We have 1, 2. Got our 2 worked out for that. 1, 2. Again, eliminate that one and those. 1, 2. For this, that will be 2 for that one. We have our 2 there. Lots of 2s. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we know one of these 2 will be blue. Don't think we can solve that one quite yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got our 3 around there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could almost solve for that, but not quite. Okay, we've got our 2 there. 1, 2. We have all 5 in that row. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know one of these will have to be blue for that 3 to work. That would give that a 6, so we can eliminate this one. Alright, so for this 6, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 of these are going to be blue. So for this one, we know there's only going to be one of these 2, so that'll be 5. And that means we know that only one of these 2 will be blue, which would equal to 6. Now if we look at this row here, we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 more left to fill in. And we know that one of these 2 will be eliminated. So we know that these 2 are going to have to be blue. We have our 3. For this 3 we have 1, 2, 3. For that 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got our 2 there. We've solved for that 6. We've got our 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, where are we going to go to next? Okay, so only one of these is going to be blue. Alright, so for this 3 we have 1, 2. That one has to be blue for that 3. We have our 2 there. Okay, so for this one we have that for that 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have our 2 there. Alright, so we have 3 here and 7. So we subtract those, we have 4 left. In this region, we already have 4, so we can eliminate this top one. For that 2, we've got these 2 blues. Alright, so for this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of those is going to be eliminated. Not quite sure which one yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got all of ours for that column. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so only one on this side, only one on this side. Okay, so we already have our 2 for this one. So solving for that. For this 2, we know that that's going to be blue. Alright. So in this column, we know that only one more is going to be blue. And in this column, we know that only one of these is going to be blue. So in this column, if we had this one as blue, then on the left column, this top one would have to be blue. However, in this column, if we made this blue, we would then have to make this one blue down here in order for that to work. So we can eliminate this middle one, because in either of those combinations, the middle one would not be selected here. Let's take a peek here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So only one of those is going to be selected. Okay, so hopping back down here, we have 2 for this one. So for this 3, we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got 2 more in that column. Let's take a look at this 9 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one of these is going to be eliminated. So we're still not quite sure which one of those is going yet. Alright, so going back up to this 5, after we did those moves down here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the rest of those are blue. We got our 3 there. Then have our 2 there. For this dash 3, we know that that will be blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know one of these 2 will have to be blue to make that 6, so we can eliminate those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have our 2 there. Take a look across here. Okay, one of these is going to be gone. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're still not quite sure about that yet. Alright, so let's take a look at that 9 again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can eliminate this one. We'll deselect that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've solved for that 6. Coming over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for this, we know that that will be blue for the 2. And we've solved for that 6 and the 3. Now we gotta head back up here. Okay, so for this 3, no matter which one of these top 2 we might select for this 2 to work, either way we would meet, or we would have 3 blues around this 3. So that means that we would not be able to select this item right here, so we can delete this one. Okay, so for that 3 we have 1, 2, 3. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4 in this column. We can eliminate that. And for the final column we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you get a perfect in 5-5. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and hope to see you at the next puzzle.